There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all ready? Yeah? Okay, what did you get on number 2? 3u squared, 13u plus 14. Very good. So you should have gotten 3u squared plus 6u plus 7u plus 14. Y'all okay? Very nice job. All right, what about number 3? What'd you get? Oh, minus 6q plus 1. Yep. So let's see, 8q squared minus 2q minus 4q plus 1. All right. Y'all okay with that? All right. What about 4 and 5? 4 and 5 are different. What do you notice about 4 and 5?
Cancel out.
What cancels out? The middle to the outer and the inner, right? So the only thing that I have to multiply are what? The first and the last. Very good. That'll give you h squared minus 49. The only time you can do that is if they're exactly the same except one's a positive and one's a negative, right? Do you remember what those are called? This one must be called the difference of two squares. This one is, but not factored like that. This is called a conjugate. Yeah, these are called conjugate. Conjugate. All right, what about number 5? Are those conjugates? Yes, they're the exact same, but one's negative, one's positive. So all you have to do is multiply first and last. What do you get? Very good. Are y'all okay? Alrighty, so let's see, perfect squares. You ready? Perfect squares, perfect squares. Test is Wednesday next week, right? And then the test for chapter 2 is Thursday next week. So what's the first perfect square go?
1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 47,
49, 64.
81, 100, 121,
Yeah.
144, 169, 160.
Okay, so let's say you get on your test Thursday and you're like, I don't remember what to do past this because this is what your quiz is on, right? How did you know that 225 was a perfect square to begin with? 15 squared, or 15 times 15, right? So the next one is going to be 16 times 16, or 16 squared. That's 256. Next one? 2 how much? 89. Very good. What's the next one?
324.
324. Look at you go.
61.
361, yep. And then, there you go. That one's easy, right? All right, keep going.
4.
Yeah. 484.
And then 5. 29.
29, yep. 570, how much? 6, yep. And last one, ooh, that's a funky looking 6. 625. There you go. Are y'all okay? Anybody lost? All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 2 problems together, and then we're gonna get with our groups, and we're gonna work a bunch of stuff in our groups, and then I'm gonna show you how to do some cool stuff on your calculator, and then we're gonna go over your quizzes from yesterday. Or I'm just gonna hand them back to you, right? We can't go over them because then you can't do corrections when I'm giving you the answers. It kind of defeats the purpose, right? All right, what about an equation of the form y equals mx plus b? What form is that in on page 12? That is in slope-intercept form. There you go. All right, we're on page 12. That's in slope-intercept form. There you go. Page 12, everybody okay? All right, what about that first little section? It says identify the slope and the y-intercept of the graph of each equation. So let's look at number 1. In order to use slope-intercept form, what do you have to do to all of these equations first? What's so special about slope-intercept form, though? What do I have to do? Get y by itself, right? Is this one already solved? Yep. Is number 3? Nope. Is number 2? Is number 4? Yes. All right, so here we go. Let's look at number 1. What is the slope on number 1? Negative 1 over 4. And what's my y-intercept? Negative 5. Very good. And that's all it wanted you to do. That was it, okay? Are y'all good with that? All right, what about number 1 down there on the next section that we're going to graph using the slope-intercept form? It does not say list the slope. It does not say list the y-intercept, but it might be a good idea for some of us to do that. So what's your slope here? 2, but I need to always make it a fraction. 2 over 1. And what's your y-intercept? 1. There you go. So if this is the y-intercept, what axis are we going to go to? The x or the y? To the y at 1. There you go. All right, then from there, you got a positive 2. So what's that tell you to do? Go up 2. Then you have a positive 1. Don't tell me over. Tell me which way. To the right 1. Very good. All right, let's do that one more time. Up 2 and right 1. So you might come to a point where your y-intercept is way up here, and you don't have any more room to go up 2 and right 1. You go down 2 and left 1. Very good. All right, and then make sure that you have what on the ends of your graphs? Arrows. There you go. Are y'all okay? All right, what pages are we going to do? Look on the board. What 3 pages? 12, 13, 16. And if you finish before we're done with all of them, what could you go ahead and start on? Which is on page what?
15.
Do not do 15 first. You're doing 12, 13, and 16 first. Okay, we're going to come up here and we're going to check them on the board. And then you can start on your homework once you finish. Y'all okay? All right, you see your partner? You see somebody you want to work with? You looking at them? You see somebody you want to work with? All right, go ahead. Now, while you move, you are going to need a graphing calculator to do the cool graphing stuff at the end. So while you get up, if you don't have one, go ahead and go get one. Go ahead. Find your partner and get a graphing calculator if you need one, okay? Go, go, go. But I think we need to do some of these top ones together. All right, what about number 2? How do you get y by itself in number 2, guys? Subtract 3x. Okay. All right, so that would be 2y minus 10 equals negative 3x. Add the 10. All right, so that would be 2y equals negative 3x plus 10, right? Y'all okay? All right, then how do you get rid of this 2? You're not done yet. You have to divide each piece by 2. And you do not use a decimal for your slope. Ever. Never, ever, ever use a decimal for your slope. So this is negative 3 over 2x plus. Now for your y-intercept, you can use that as a decimal if you want. What is 10 divided by 2? Oh gosh, that was a 2. I was looking at a 3. Never mind. Never mind. Y'all okay? Now you can find your slope for your y-intercept, right? All right, let's do number 3 together because that one has issues too. How do you solve that one for y? Yeah. So that would be negative 4y. Yeah. And that's a positive 10, right? Okay, you're going to divide each piece by how much? Negative 4. Y's cancel. Excuse me, the 4's cancel. All right, the negatives cancel. But what is 2 over 4? What does that reduce to? 1/2. Very good. And then 10 over 4, that's a decimal. How much is that? 2.5? Yeah, that's right, because it goes in. That's right, 2.5. You can use that one as a decimal. Just never, ever, ever your slope. All right, what about number 4? What's your slope on number 4? 0. Very nice. What's your y-intercept? 7. Y'all okay? A lot of us were struggling on those, so we needed to go over that. Yes, ma'am. Which one, baby? Okay, look right here. mx plus b, right? The 7 does not have an x with it. So where does the... Oh, this is a b. So the 7 has to be lined up with the b. Does that make more sense? Okay. Are y'all okay? Tyler, you got number 2 buddy? On the graph? Yeah? You may check it so you can come do it on the board?
Oh, 2 with the graph.
Yeah, 2 on the graph. Try it real quick and then you come do it on the board, okay? Where are we at? Let's see. There's number 3. Check your work on number 3. Are y'all okay? You got your stuff out? Checking work on number 3? Y'all okay with that one? Alright, wait. No, you okay? You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, number 4. There's number 4. Look how she wrote it. Was this person that did this one? Is that right? So, you see how she got 1/5 x and then -1? Y'all okay with that? Please make sure you write it like that. That's a very nice job. Y'all okay so far? Alright, now let's look at number 5. Number 5. How is number 5 different than all the rest of them? It doesn't have a y. It's only got 1 letter, right? So this tells you what axis do you need to go to? At what number? There you go. So we went to the x at 7, right? And if you go ahead and put that dot right there, x at 7, then you can't make it a horizontal line because that'll be the x-axis. So you have no choice but to make it vertical. And what is the slope of a vertical line? It's undefined, right? Undefined. What about the b? What about the y-intercept? Is it ever going to hit the y-intercept? So this is also undefined. Are y'all okay with that? Alright. And then what about number 6? Let me slide it up a little bit more so I can see it. Can y'all see that? 3/2 was the m and 3 was the b. Y'all okay? Alright, what about 16? I mean page 16. Y'all on page 16 now? Might you have number, what would that be? Number 7? Number 9? You want to come do that on the board? Let me pause it real quick. Page 16. Page 16. What about number 9? Y'all okay on number 9? Y-intercept is 0. Y'all okay with that? Alright, y'all okay? Now can I go? Alright, what about number 10? Y'all okay on number 10? Y equals 2x plus 6. Alright, and then what about number 11? Y'all okay on that one? Look how she reduced the 6/4 to give you 3/2. You see that? That is perfectly legal. Please do that too. It's not wrong if you don't reduce, but you may get a graph that's too small to graph 6/4, and so you would need to make sure it was reduced so you can fit everything on there. Alright, what about number 12? What's different about number 12? There's no x. There's only 1 letter, right? It's only a y, so this tells you what axis to go to. Where are we going? Y at what number? There you go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. And then it can't be vertical because that's the y-axis, so it's got to be horizontal. Are y'all okay with that?
So it's
So, what?
just like on. No, just kidding.
You sure? What you got, James?
The slope of the line.
Yeah.
11.
On 11?
I'm positive.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Jada. You did tell me that was wrong, didn't you? I was looking at it upside down. That's my fault, guys, not Jada's fault. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Sorry, Jada. I was looking at it upside down, baby. You were right. Sorry, guys. Thank you, James. Y'all okay? Alright, what about number 12? What's your slope for number 12? 0. And what's your b? -6. Alright, you got your graphing calculators ready to go? Got them? I'm going to teach you some cool stuff. Here we go. Please grab your graphing calculator because you need to know how to do this. And it is very important. It's very easy, but it's very important. So I'll wait till everybody has their graphing calculator open and ready to go. If you don't have one, go get one. There's plenty left. Just go get one. James, you ready to go? Okay. Graphing. Needs to be graphing. Just go get one. Just go get one. Alright guys, look, you're going to need to stay with me, because if you get lost, it's really hard for me to go back. So please let me know if I go too fast, okay? You ready? You got it on? Is it turned on? Alright, right here, do you see where it says y equals? Alright, go to y equals. Go to y equals. Everybody with me? Everybody in y equals? You're not doing anything but your calculator? Please don't make me call you out. Alright, here's what you need to do. Do not hit the -6 as a subtract. Hit the -6 with the negative down here at the bottom, by the 3 and by the decimal place, okay? Y'all okay so far? Y'all hit -6? Alright, then what are you trying to tell your calculator to do? You're trying to tell it to graph. And right here, there's a graph button in the top right-hand corner. And you should get the same thing. Y'all okay? Alright, so let's go to number 10. Let's do number 10. Alright, go back to y equals. Alright, there's a clear button right below all the arrows. Right here below all the arrows. Alright, here we go. So we're going to type in 2. Alright, now, don't hit any more buttons. Just listen, okay? Do you see the green button? Don't hit the green button. Do you see the green button? Alright, directly to the right of the green button is an X button. Hit the X. There are different letters because there are different modes to your calculator. A different mode will give you a different letter, okay? So, y'all okay with that so far? Alright, then you hit +6, and then you hit graph. Alright, and you should get a little bit larger version of what we had on our paper. Y'all okay? What's wrong, Miguel?
That might not straight.
Yeah.
It's not straight?
It might be a little bit.
Oh, because that one's just not updated. The pixels, you know how like a picture has pixels? This one just has more pixels, so it looks straight. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am? What's not happening? Did you hit 2x + 6?
I'll show you the instances later on.
I'll show you how to fix all that stuff later. Yes, ma'am. Alright, here we go. Back to y equals. Clear it out. Jonathan, y'all okay? Y'all need a second?
I got it.
Got it? Okay. Alright, last one, number 9. You ready? So, guys, I'm going to show you how to do a fraction. Don't worry. That'll come in chapter 3. But it's still just easier and faster just to type it in how we normally do. How do we type in a fraction? How do we do it first? Parentheses. And then 3 divided by 4, then close your parentheses, then you can hit your X. You have to make sure you close your parentheses first, then hit the X, which is right next to the green button, and then hit graph. And you should get the same thing. Y'all okay? Anybody lost? Alright, here's what I need you to do. Go back to y equals. Clear it out. Go back to y equals, clear it out. Alright, now, if you notice, I hit clear and I hit clear and I hit clear and it's not taking me out of it, right? There are several functions that you can't hit clear to get out of it. So, here's how you get out of anything. To get out of anything, you see the quit button? It's in blue. So you have to hit the blue button and then the quit button. And it'll take you back to the main screen. And then these are just like your phones. They run off batteries. So please make sure you turn it off. Hit the blue button and then hit the on button to turn it off, okay? Y'all good? All right. If we, I'm gonna hand back your quizzes. Well, go ahead and put my calculators back. Go ahead and put my desk back. You can work on your homework if you want to. And let's hand out some quizzes.